Now, US Democratic hopeful Bernie Sanders says the world needs a more moral economy. He's been speaking at a conference at the Vatican, in which he said the global capitalist economy had largely failed working people. The Vermont senator praised the Catholic Church for its depth and insight on its moral teachings on economic issues. Alan Fisher reports.
Just hours after tackling Hillary Clinton in the latest Democratic debate, Bernie Sanders was in Rome. Supporters on hand as he arrived at the Vatican, the headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church. He was invited to a conference to talk social justice, financial inequality, familiar themes on the campaign trail.
I have been enormously impressed by Pope Francis speaking out and his visionary views about creating a moral economy, an economy that works for all people, not just the people on top. And what he has said over and over again, we cannot allow the market just to do what the market does. That's not acceptable. We have got to ingrain moral principles into our economy.
The visit, the speech, has taken Sanders away from campaigning just days before the crucial New York primary. But there may be a calculated guess by his team that a visit by the only Jewish candidate in the race to the cradle of the Catholic Church can help rather than harm. It's not the first time the Vatican has been inserted into the US presidential campaign. Pope Francis criticised Republican frontrunner Donald Trump in February for his plan to build a wall on the US-Mexico border.
A person who thinks only about building walls wherever they may be and not building bridges is not Christian.
Because the Pope said something to the effect that maybe Donald Trump isn't Christian.
Author John Gehring, who wrote The Francis Effect, says the Pope and Sanders share common concerns.
Well, they're not going to be running mates anytime soon, that's for sure. They certainly disagree on many issues, including abortion and same-sex marriage. But what they do agree on is that the economic status quo is unsustainable and immoral. And so I think you see real similarities between what the Pope calls an economy of exclusion and inequality.
After Rome, it's back to New York for Bernie Sanders, hoping the message he's taken to the world can help him win such an important state. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera.